So good afternoon. Third year Bcom computer applications. Third Bcom computer applications, semester 6 MIS. So today's topic is decision supportive system or decision support system DSS. Today's topic is decision supportive or decision support systems DSS. So DSS is a compulsory set of question coming from third and fourth units. So we start with some PPT. So what are the features or capabilities of DSS or decision supportive systems? So it is mainly used for to support for problem solving phases. So like in intelligence, design, choice, implementation and monitoring, and support for different decision frequencies like ad hoc DSS and means concerned with decisions that come up once in 5 years, and institutional DSS. So there are variety of different types of DSS systems are there. So support for different problem structures means highly structured problems means known facts and relationships, and semi-structured problems means facts unknown or ambiguous or relations like that. So what a person to hire a position, so what which person to hire for a position, and support for various decision making levels. So operation level, generally DSS are mainly used at operation level. So operation level means it is operated at clerical level. Tactical level, tactical level is generally used at middle level management by taking planning and control levels. And strategic level means generally operated at top level managers and top level management by long term. Generally strategic levels are taking decisions for long term decisions for an organization or institutions. So in these three types, the DSS or decision support systems can be used or operated. So what are the different supportive systems or supports for decision taking, making decision taking various levels of decisions? So as we know that strategic, tactical and operational. Strategic at top level management and tactical means middle level. So what is the decision frequency? Generally the decision frequency is high, is at high for strategic level of management or strategic decision support system. That is at DSS mainly used at strategic level means top level managers. So it is generally used at low at operational level. Operational level means at clerical level of an organization. So DSS support system is mainly used highly at strategic level or top level management systems at top level managers and management, whereas it is very low, used at very low at operational or used at clerical level systems. Next, so what are the applications? What are the different applications of DSS or decision support systems? Means where these DSS supportive system is mainly used at. So it is DSS mainly used at various company levels or application levels like US Armies and National Albert Packard HP systems like that. Next is, so what are the comparisons or what are the differences? What are the differences or comparisons between MIS and DSS? So what is the main differences between MIS and DSS? So we are taking here various factors affected with DSS and MIS. So what are the main comparisons? How to compare with DSS and MIS by using various factors. So problem type. So first factor is problem type. So generally in DSS, DSS is good at handling unstructured problems that cannot be easily programmed. So what is the problem type? First factor is called as a problem type. So DSS is mainly used. DSS is mainly used at DSS is good at handling unstructured problems. Unstructured means what is the structured problems and unstructured problems. Unstructured means the problem which is generally not defined well, or problem generally not it is in ambiguous conditions like that. So whereas in MIS, an MIS is normally used only with more structured problems. So an MIS is normally used only with more structured. So in MIS generally structured problems are all structured problems are generally dealt with in MIS, whereas in DSS unstructured problems are dealt. Second parameter is users. So second factor is users. So a DSS supports individuals, small groups, and the entire organization in the short run, and users typically have more control over DSS. So generally in DSS the users, so users are very limited, means very lesser in size, or individuals, I mean they can be used, we can be used at individual levels or small groups, and used at entire organizations. Generally in users in DSS are runs at short level, short run period, means short run periods we are using, whereas in MIS, in MIS supports primarily the organization. In the short run, users have less control over MIS. So generally in MIS the control over MIS, the users have less control on MIS, whereas it runs why, because generally in users play a lesser role, or it takes some less time to play in MIS systems. Next, support means a DSS supports all aspects and phases of decision making. It does not replace the decision maker, people still make the decision. So a DSS supports all aspects and phases of decision making. It does not replace the decision maker, whereas in the MIS this is not true for all MIS system. Some make automatic decisions and replace the decision maker. Next, emphasis means a DSS emphasizes actual decisions and decision making systems, whereas in MIS, an MIS usually emphasizes information only. Next, approach means a DSS is a direct support system that provides interactive reports and computer skills. So by using DSS, and here the approach of a DSS is generally the users can directly approach the systems by taking various reports and various data or information from the levels, departments, users, like that. Whereas in MIS, an MIS is typically an indirect support system that uses regularly productive reports. So whereas in MIS, the top level managers or top level management takes various decisions by using by taking various reports from the MIS system, or from various systems. Whereas in DSS, they can directly approach the users, like low level users like clerks, departments, like that. And system, so the computer equipment that provides decision supports is usually online, directly connected to the computer system, and related to a real time computer terminals and displays the screens. And an MIS using printed reports that may be delivered to managers once a week. So generally in DSS systems or DSS support system, the system means it comes to, it is directly a computer system, or some computer based system runs by various levels of users. Whereas in MIS, a system means it is a computer, the top level managers take the reports, necessary reports, weekly once in a week, and they can take appropriate decisions timely. Next, speed is another factor. So because a DSS is flexible and can be implemented by users it usually takes less time to develop, and is better able to respond to user requests. So generally, while comparing the speed parameter with the DSS and MIS, so generally in DSS, the speed of the response by the users or the speed of the response by various departments is very high. Why? Because the DSS system directly approaches or directly interacts with the end users or the low level managers or the departments, whereas in MIS the speed is generally the response time is usually longer. Why? Because it takes some time to generate appropriate reports, required reports, and the reports collected from the departments, so that it takes some time, and in the MIS. Next is output. So in DSS reports are usually screen oriented with the ability to generate reports on a printer, whereas in DSS generally the outputs are taken at outputs are viewed at screens or monitors of the system, or even we can take the printouts or hard copies of the system on a paper. So whereas in MIS generally the output is it is typically oriented towards printout outputs and reports and documentation. In MIS also the outputs are generally taken or generally generated by using some papers or hard copies, or by using some documentation like that. Next, development. So DSS users are usually more directly involved in its development. User involvement usually means better systems that provide superior support. For all systems, user involvement is the most important factor for the development of a successful system. And whereas in MIS is frequently several years old and often was developed by people who are no longer performing the. So these are the main important factors or parameters or characteristics. These are the main important factors or characteristics while comparing DSS systems and MIS systems. So what are the factors? So problem type of the problem, user type, and support systems, and the emphasis, approach, how to approach means how we approach towards a problem, and system is a computerized system or a hardware system or a physical system or a computerized system, like that. The outputs means what are the different types of outputs, documentations, reports generated and viewed by the users and the top level managers. And development phase of the DSS and MIS systems means how much time it requires to develop DSS systems, and how much time to develop an MIS system, a computer based system, like that. So all these are the different comparisons and factors. So next we discuss about what are the components, what are the different parts or components of a DSS system. So what are the different components or what are the different parts of a DSS? DSS means it is a compulsory set of question from second and third unit. DSS means decision supportive systems. Generally DSS are generally used at or implemented at middle level and bottom level managers. So what are the different parts or components, or what are how a DSS system works? So this is the concern diagram. So this is the model diagram or the working of a DSS system. So here there are different parts or different components are used. So at the top level databases and model bases are used, and in the middle level we are using DBMS and MMS systems, and at the bottom level we are using some systems or PCs to access the data or information or systems by using internet, and some networks by using some networks and other computer systems. And here we also use some external database access. Why? Because all the databases are generally all the external databases are stored and maintained at some other places. So after that in the final the dialog manager or the managers or it may be some managers or the top level management or some departments or some decision support, some clerical levels. All these people are generally access the DSS system. So this is the components, different components of the DSS are working of a component, different components or parts of a DSS system. Next, so we discuss one by one all these about all these things. So first one is the databases. So generally data is stored in databases. Various data or information is generally stored in databases, like in data marts and warehouses, data centers, like that, and uses data mining to help with the decisions. So generally all decisions are taking place, or the DSS is mainly working with data concept called data mining and data warehousing. Next, for example for a simple query is like that: who should an airline target for flights from Istanbul to Ankara? So this is a simple query to find out some results by using various databases. Next is model base. So model base means here decision makers perform quantitative analysis on data, and model base contains a list of models for mathematical computations. Model management system allow access to such models. So model base means here there are different types of models. Different supportive systems are designed and developed for different types of models, like financial model and statistical model, graphical model, project management model, like that. So generally in financial model, based on the model used, the descriptions and softwares, that the tools and the DSS systems design, all these are changed. So based on the model, for example based on the financial model, so financial model generally explains about, provides cash flows, internal rate of return, and other investment analysis, like that. So what type of, next is which type of tools, or what type of tools and softwares used for financial models. Generally in financial models we may use spreadsheets, such as like Excel sheets are generally used to analyze the data and to analyze the information, and to analyze the data or information by using various tools and others. Next type of model is statistical model. So in statistical models, yes. So in statistical models, generally statistical models provides information about a summary of various statistics, numerics or numeric values, reports, like trend projections, hypothesis testing, and more. So what type of tools, or which type of tools are used in statistical models? So generally we may use special softwares like SPSS, special softwares called SPSS and SAS, or these are the tools and softwares generally used to analyze the data or information at statistical levels. Third type of model is called as a graphical model. So why we require which type of data or information is generally described in graphical model means, generally these graphical model assist to take decisions, decisions for decision makers in designing, developing, and using graphic displays of data and information. So graphical models are generally used to take decisions by the top level managers or decision makers by designing some graphical systems, like some graphics, and developing and using graphic displays like of data and information. So what are the tools used here is graphics programs such as PowerPoint presentations and some Excels and data analytical tools are used. Next, fourth level of data model base is called as project management. Fourth level of data management is called as project management. So in project management, handles and coordinates large projects. Generally, in project management we may handle large variety of projects, and large also used to identify critical activities and tasks that could delay or to entire project of the system. So what are the tools, which type of tools, or what are the tools used means project management software such as projects are used. So all these are called as the model base. All these are called as the model base. So there are basically 4 models are used: financial models, second one is statistical model, and third one is graphical model, and fourth one is project management model. So next we discuss about group decision support system. So what are class out. So next we discuss about what do you mean, what is a group decision supportive systems. So what do you mean by group decision supportive systems? So in this diagram we may discuss about it is a diagram to explain how to configure a DSS, how to configure or configuring a DSS system. So here how to configure and how to use a DSS systems. Here in the top level there are various components. There are various components are directly connected to the GDSS process or group level support systems. So first one is called as the databases, second one is called as model base, third one is called as GDSS softwares. So what are the characteristics? What are the different types of characteristics? What are the different types of group characteristics or characteristics of DSS system? So specially designed or special design means effective communication and group decision making, and easy of use. Easy of use means generally these softwares are very easy to implement and very easy to use by various levels of users, various levels of clerical staffs, top level management, middle level management, like that. The flexibility means we can easily convert from one system to another system without any taking burden times or taking without any complex calculations or without any taking long time, like that. So flexibility means accommodate different perspectives, means the same system means flexibility means the same systems can be used at different levels, and the same system can be changed to different levels of management, top level, different levels and different applications and different purposes. Next is anonymous input, means individual names are not exposed, and parallel communication. So all these are the different characteristics and features of group decision supportive systems. Next is decision making support. So Delphi approach and broadcasting approach and reduction of negative group behavior, all these are the different characters. So examples. So what are the different examples of using GDSS software? So first one is Lotus Notes. Lotus Notes is developed by IBM Corporation. So generally it is mainly used to create, for store, manipulate and distribute memos, like that. And Microsoft Exchange or Microsoft Exchange servers. Microsoft Exchange and Microsoft Exchange servers is another software. Mainly it is working on DSS, GDSS system. So keep individual schedules and decide on meetings times. And the third example is net documents enterprise. So all these are the different examples. All these are the different examples for using group decision supportive systems. Next type of supporting system is executive supportive systems. So what are the different Next type of system is called as executive supporting system. So what are the different types of systems? As we know that we already discussed in the beginning classes. First one is called as decision support systems, DSS. Second one is called as some management support systems, MIS. Third type of systems are called as executive supportive system. Third type of systems are called as executive supportive systems or ESS. So these are the three types of systems generally used in organizations and companies. So what do you mean by executive supportive system? So what are the layers? What are the different layers, or what are the different portions of executive systems? So first one is generally the executives ESS is mainly used by top level managers and board of directors, presidents and vice presidents, managers and functional managers, like that. So generally the layers, what are the layers of the executive decision support system is the top from the beginning with functional area managers. After that functional area vice presidents are used. After that presidents are used. After that board of directors are generally used, these ESS systems. So executive support system, ESS. So what are the features, what are the main features and what are the main applications of ESS? So tailored to individual executive, not to managers in other levels. So generally ESS is designed and developed. Generally ESS means executive support systems is designed and developed for individual executives. Individual executives means individual managers, top level managers, like that. So easy to use. Another feature is easy to use, drill down capabilities and support need for external data, and can help when uncertainty is high, and future oriented and linked to value added processes. So all these are the features for ESS or executive support systems. Next is support for defining an overall vision. So generally ESS is designed to support and to take appropriate decisions by the overall vision. It covers overall vision of the organization and organization's product lines and services. Support for strategic planning. So support strategic planning means it is one type of planning used at top level managers or top level management in the organization. Next, support for strategic organizing and staffing means generally ESS is designed for to support for strategic planning and staffing, means it is used for top level managers and their supporting staffs, like that. And next, support for strategic control and support for crisis management. So ESS is other benefits of using ESS is generally crisis management, used at the crisis management, and strategic control and decision support systems by the top level management and managers. So summary. So what are the different types of systems? What are the different types of systems used in organization or a company? So first one is called as decision making phase, and second one is called problem solving, and the third one is decision approaches, fourth one is called as MIS. So first one is decision making phases, includes intelligence, design and phase choice. Second one is problem solving. Problem solving means also includes implementation and monitoring. Third one is decision approaches, optimization, satisfaction and fourth one is MIS, an integrated collection of people, procedures, databases. So generally MIS contains all the different parts or components called integrated collection of people. People means the employees of the organization, and procedures means policies developed by the organization and departments and managers, and databases are generally used to store large amount of data, information, records, like that. Next, devices means the supportive devices like computers, hardware, networking devices like that, and provides managers and decision makers with information to help achieve our mission. So mainly the goal of MIS, the goal of an MIS is to integrate all the software, hardware, data and information, databases, systems and devices. Devices means some computers and printers and network devices and others, internet and application softwares, to manage and to take appropriate decisions timely by the data, by the available data and information to achieve the organization goal. So we will continue in the next class. So basically systems, the systems are basically, as we know that three types of systems are used: decision support system, DSS, second one is called as GDSS, group decision support systems, and MIESS, executive support systems, and fourth type of system is called as MIS. So what are the different types of systems? MIS, management information system. Second one is DSS, decision support or decision support systems. Third one is ESS, executive support systems, and fourth one is GDSS. So what is DSS? DSS means decision support systems, means an organized collection of people, procedures, software, databases and devices working to support managerial decision making. Next, GDSS means group decision support systems, also called a computerized collaborative work system, consists of most of the elements in DSS plus software needed to provide. Fourth type of system is called as ESS, executive supportive system, specialized, mainly focuses on decision support, special designed for specialized software, focuses on mainly decision support systems designed to meet the needs of the senior top level managers and management in the organization. So we will continue in the next class.